a very special welcome to Governor Manou, Governor of Central Bank of Mauritius, from all the CPTM fellows, Commonwealth Partnership for Technology Management members, companions, and from Chairman Tan Omar and everybody else from the Commonwealth and beyond. It's a special day because being 4th of August, I was tempted to pick up a few reading tips, very special reading tips, smart reading tips for you, Manou. And looking in the latest Library of Ideas, I picked up again Limits to Growth, and probably you know why. And also the State of the Future, the latest statement of the Millennium Project. And of course the latest from Ian Golding from Oxford, the Butterfly Defect, which is about defending economic complexity. But these smart reading tips do not come about simply because we need to read books. And it always amazes me since 1986 how you are able to stimulate our thought and our appetite for more and more radical ideas. And I couldn't help to associate you with Alex King by trying to say a few words on behalf of all our colleagues, Alex King being the CPTM companion and fellow like yourself, but co-founder of Club of Rome. And if you remember, Manou, the limitless opportunities were very much connected to Limits to Growth, 1972, but limitless opportunities came later. And Alex King, in his book, Let the Cat Turn Around, as a main title, the book was published by CPTM, and it became one of the bestseller of the Club of Rome, and that reminds me always about yourself and quite a number of our people. And the one thing which I'm always amazed in relation to your association with Alex is the ease of your independence within an accepted and valued context and domesticity. And as you know, Alex insisted that his memoirs, which were not typical memoirs, should be called Let the Cat Turn Around, not only because he liked cats, but because he made a reference to the fact that most of the people trying to assess what he was doing over the years, 50 years, was almost the same as when you struck the cat the wrong way, and when Alex replied to them, then let the cat turn around. And that is sort of couldn't be a better association of character, attitude to life, and inspiration that you have. You always epitomize, Manou, the intellectual equity that Professor Peter Saraceno in Malta described smart partnership as. And the disruptive thinking, I would say, and radical ideas are probably one main thing I would always relate to you. Have an example, for instance, which is more to do with what you're doing today. Quite a number of years ago, when the financial inclusion was mentioned during a Smart Partnership International dialogue by the governor of Mauritius, while you were agreeing with that, and you were all very much ahead of anybody else as about 7 years ago, you were not happy by simply trying to assess what is already there and is known, and you tried to bring your colleagues in the last 2-3 years around what is called think tanking of governors at the hub, and of course to deal with financial inclusion, but as part of what you called adaptive flexibility. And obviously the adaptive flexibility is connected with economic complexity, is connected with technology development and nature of technology and chaos and complexity concepts. So here we are. Well, we talk about financial inclusion, we are actually dealing with very much forward concepts because of you, and together with your colleagues. Many other things are related to yourself, and since 1986, when first time we were together in what was called the Managing of Technological Change expert group led by Professor Manou, and which actually resulted, in addition to the Kent report on science technology development, resulted in what today we call Commonwealth Partnership for Technology Management. So yes, there were farmhouses of ideas in Cyprus, in Malta, Commonwealth heads of government participation, Commonwealth finance ministers. But I would say, above all, notions of evolving continuously the institutional frameworks into something which makes systems work characterizes your greatest contribution, and to us, starting with concepts of Mauritius Research Council, but up to Vision 2020, which I can't help thinking that even today, the Vision 2020 of Mauritius, with so much kind of inspiration and perception and style and color, is still the best vision statement, and which articulates what a vision should be for a smart nation. And of course that will always be associated for us with your beautiful island, which we had a picture of it when we were engaged by you in Vision 2020, and where there were 3 rainbows with a background of your beautiful mountains. It is an unforgettable kind of image of glorious Mauritius. And while you were kind of articulating new thoughts, and you continue to do so, you always amaze me how you avoided also to use meaningless words or meaningless concepts, which so much today are kind of in abundance, particularly because of internet and the digital interactions. That so there are words such as deliver. Haven't heard you use that word, and probably because one would say one can only deliver pizzas, not necessarily concepts like of improvements. Slimming down, another word I never heard you saying, since probably processes don't diet, but probably it's only an X amount of paperwork that is being slimmed down. Tackling, I haven't heard you using that, probably because tackling is associated with rugby and football. Transforming, I heard you many times talking about the need of doing change and what to do about change, but transforming as such. Drive. Well, one can drive vehicles, and I haven't heard you using drive very much. Going forward, probably that you don't use, because it's usually used for travel directions, and so on and so on. So an amazing language that you are integrating into the smart partnership philosophy and practice, and which probably also makes you always looking, feeling young. Now, I don't know exactly what is your secret, Manu, but one might be that you joined the Smart Partners youth wing of the movement, the Smart 29ers, as a companion, and that obviously if you're dividing, you're 70 years old, you might be 17 birthday and a bit today. So all what I would say is that we wish you many years to come and to achieve Vision 2020 and beyond, alongside all your colleagues and in a beautiful island, and alongside your family and within the Smart Partnership Movement and CPTM. All the best to you and happy birthday.